My name is Dragan Gasevic. I am a professor and chair in Learning Analytics and Informatics at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland. I'm also the president of the Society for Learning Analytics Research, which is an international organization dedicated to research in learning analytics. Everybody is collecting data, and not only does it collect these data, but also these data are influencing many decisions that are affecting our lives. Whether we are talking, for example, things that many people can easily associate with, like banking. So whenever we go to our banks and we ask them for some kind of credit or mortgage, etc., when we want to buy our homes, there's a credit rating and they have data about us. And that's something which is still to a certain extent a bit more static in terms of the data collections and what is happening. But there are many other data points that we are generating as we are moving and walking. Most of us have different types of mobile devices. And then whenever we move, some of that data may be tracked, right? In education, data are also important because we are using more and more technology, simply because we are trying to improve our education, also to increase the scale of education, and technology is then a rescue. But the moment we are using technology, we are then also losing this personal touch. And the only way for us to compensate for the lack of this personal touch is to then see what kind of digital traces we are leaving so that we can understand each other better. And then teachers or instructors can then perhaps improve their students' learning and their teaching opportunities. In terms of strategies for implementation in Uruguay, I think it's a really great question to consider, given that there are very few countries in the world which implemented learning analytics at a systemic level, right? And I think Uruguay in that sense probably is well positioned because it's a kind of a single system and also already deployed laptops in all their schools, right? So in that sense, all your kids are generating data in a contained system, right? And so from that perspective, it's really important when we are engaging and trying to use data that we get all our relevant stakeholders on board before doing many things or anything really with respect to data. It's important to involve students. It is important to involve their parents. It is important to involve teachers. It is important to also involve school principals, also politicians, technology developers, etc., all these relevant stakeholders. The moment we have the case that some of these stakeholders is not involved into the process of learning analytics implementation or strategy development, we may have different types of misinterpretations of what data can be helpful for. For example, many people think, oh, data is just for surveillance. Once basically you educate these people and you also involve into the process of designing and developing these analytics, not just providing to them these analytics, but they become creators of their analytics, then they actually own it. They know what is inside of that, and they also can shape the future of what's going to be inside of that process. Then you need to start thinking about certain technological developments, but you never must forget what are those critical pedagogical values that you want to promote. You should not be promoting technology for the sake of technology. You should be promoting certain things that are the values where you want your learners and your society to benefit from them.